the Yucatan Peninsula, one of Mexico's premier tourist destinations. Besides scenic beaches, the area is covered by thick jungle and pockmarked by massive sinkholes known as cenotes. The ground beneath the jungle is also honeycombed with caves. But here, in 2007, Mexican archaeologist Guillermo de Anda found a cave like no other. Following clues in the records of 17th century Spanish priests that hinted at the existence of a mysterious underground Mayan temple deep in the jungle, de Anda found a series of caves near the village of Tanzibichan. Caves not seen for hundreds of years, and with entrances submerged beneath centuries of floodwater.
Sometimes we have to dive into these caves. Sometimes they got very deep. The average of our research is about 140, 150 feet, but we know of caves much deeper than that.
At first, de Anda and his team found carved stone heads and broken pillars with 1,900-year-old Mayan inscriptions.
We have found columns under the water. And these columns are amazing because some of them are 5 feet high and at least 10 feet wide.
But as de Anda surfaced in the dry areas of the cave, he found what he believed to be the remains of a massive underground temple complex, including a concrete road, a crumbled pyramid, and bones. But why was it here?
The Mayans themselves have a very intriguing legends of an underground world called Xibalba. And it's believed now by archaeologists that what they found is what the Mayans thought was the entrance to this legendary underground world that features prominently in the Popol Vuh.
Could this dark and mysterious cave really be the underground world mentioned in the Mayan legends? According to the Popol Vuh, the written record of Mayan mythology, the underworld kingdom of Xibalba, meaning the place of fear, was ruled by the cruel lords of the dead, who made those who entered their realm pass through a series of torture chambers involving blood, darkness, cold, knives, bats, and jaguars.
We see here in this one archaeological spot an actual physical representation of what the Mayans felt the soul had to go through.
Might perhaps this cave of stalactites, sharp enough to pierce flesh, represent the room of knives in the Popol Vuh? There is also a room of bats and a trench that might once have been filled with blood, like the river of blood that Mayan pilgrims had to cross over. There are places of cold and darkness, and even a room with the bones of jaguars.
These caves were littered with large patches of spiders and reptiles and all types of tumultuous things that a human really wouldn't want to be exposed to.
Although some archaeologists claim this unique site was simply modeled after the description of Xibalba in the Popol Vuh, de Anda insists that items from the cave date back to a time centuries before the Mayan holy book was written.
It's not that there was this document and they tried to imitate what the document said. I think it's all the other way around. We believe that we have found the particular Xibalba of the central part of Yucatan. This is why we do believe it was a real place.
But if Xibalba is real, were the lords of the dead also real? And if so, who or what were they?
according to the Xibalba book, which is the book of the jaguar priests, it says in there that at that time, the road to the stars descended from the sky, and the 13 and 9 gods came to earth. I'm sorry, road to the stars descended from the sky. Can it be more clear? I don't think so. Right there, we have a direct reference to someone that has arrived from outer space, and we have a written record about this.
Could the lords of Xibalba and other Mayan gods really have been extraterrestrial travelers? If so, why did they display such a thirst for blood and torture?
I do not believe human sacrifice was originally taught by the ETs. I believe it came in the aftermath of when the original teachers of humankind had arrived. The ancient gods, which were really just humans from another world, withdrew from the area, and the people became distraught. The more they became distraught, the more they took the original mythology and interpreted it in a much more literal way. So what might have started out as the myth about the sun dying and being reborn when it sinks below the horizon becomes literally the idea of killing people to make sure that the sun is going to come back up.